Hey everybody, it's Jen back with Complete Health Revolution. Today we're going to talk about how to ditch the all or nothing dieting mentality. We've all been there, right? You go on the Whole30 or keto or you do a detox or paleo or Weight Watchers or counting points or counting calories. Like every diet has an all or nothing mentality. It's baked into the way that we view dieting as a society. Right? It is all or nothing. You're either on the wagon or off the wagon. You're on track or off track. You're eating good or you're eating bad. You're eating right or you're eating wrong. It is all or nothing. And I'm just here to tell you that doesn't serve you, right? It doesn't serve us to sit there and go, I need to be perfect or I'm a failure. Because that's not life, right? How many of you are parents and you have kids and sometimes you have a really amazing day with your kids? Hopefully those outnumber the bad ones. But how many of you ever yelled at your child before? Does it make you a bad parent? No, it makes you somebody that is human, doing the best that you can in that moment with the tools and the knowledge and the stress levels and everything else going on in life that you can for that moment, right? Now, I'm not saying that's carte blanche to be able to yell at your kids or to go off and eat, chicken wings and burgers 24/7. Like, regardless of what the analogy is, there's no place for perfection because we are not perfect beings. There is no way, shape, or form that all of us can be perfect 100% of the time. So when we try and do the all or nothing mentality, we set ourselves up for failure. And so the diet cycle goes, okay, today I'm all in. I'm doing this. I'm going to make it happen. I'm no more sugar, no more carbs, no more wine, no more blah, 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 right? And I'm going to work out and I'm going to get to bed on time. I'm going to decrease my stress levels. I'm going to do all of these things. I'm going to do it perfectly starting today. Or for many of us on Monday, right? But regardless, that all or nothing mentality doesn't work because life happens. So I want to teach you something different that you can embrace and that you can use going forward, right? All things are permissible, but not necessarily beneficial, okay? So you can eat whatever you want. It doesn't mean that it's going to get you to where you want to go. But we've got to get out of this all or nothing mentality. We've got to get out of the, I'm a success or I'm a failure. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with over the years that would get on a scale and be down a half a pound and be like, woohoo, I get to celebrate. And that celebration was a glass of wine or a brownie. It's like we're doing things that are taking us back 2 steps. And then the next day they get on the scale and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I ate that yesterday. I'm up a pound today. Like, that was so stupid. I'm such an idiot. I'm such a failure. Da, 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 da. Right? We've got this internal dialogue that is just destructive. And so we've got to get out of the right or wrong. First of all, stop weighing yourself every single day, right? Because if you weigh yourself every day, you are setting yourself up for failure because you can gain or lose 1 to 4 pounds per day based on water weight. So stop weighing yourself every day. Do it once a week or look at how your clothes fit, okay? But looking at the all or nothing mentality, we've really got to break that because we are not perfect, nor will you ever be. So we've got to look at where we're going long term, right? Here's our destination. We want to go to Los Angeles. Now you can take detours, you can stop and get gas, you can stop and take a bathroom break, you can stop for lunch, you can stop for the night. Are you still going to get there? Yes. The more stops you take, the slower you go, right? So it's not that you won't get there, it's just how fast or how slow you're going to go. So we've got to ditch the all or nothing mentality. We've got to get rid of that. It is destructive to where you want to go. And instead embrace all things are permissible, but not necessarily beneficial. This allows us to be able to give ourselves some space and grace, right? It allows us to not be perfect 24/7. It allows us to not feel like we have to be perfect 24/7. And then at the same time, you've got to ask yourself, is this beneficial? Is it going to get to me to where I want to go? Is it moving me ahead? Is it building health? Or is it creating disease, right? There's no neutral food. It's either building health or creating disease. So we're either getting inflammation or we're healing our body. It's not right or wrong though, right? Because there are foods that we eat for pure enjoyment. There are foods that we celebrate with. There are family favorites that we have had our entire life. If your mom's favorite thing to make is chocolate, German chocolate cake, by all means, eat it once in a while. Eat a piece of it. Don't eat the whole cake yourself, right? Do you need to eat it every day? Probably not. But when we give ourselves permission, it takes the pressure off of it. There's no more worrying about, oh my God, I need it and I want it so badly, but I can't have it, right? We don't get to play the victim. Choose what you want to eat. Eat what you want to eat and know that there are consequences, right? Good, bad, indifferent. Know that all things are permissible, but not necessarily beneficial. So when you think about food, think about, is it beneficial? Why do I want to eat this, right? Is it going to fuel my body or is it going to slow me down? Pausing long enough to think about the fact that like I can have everything I want and what is beneficial to me right now. Okay? What is beneficial to me right now? That is the key to moving forward. So I want you to think about that going forward. All things are permissible, but not necessarily beneficial. Put that into the back of your mind and use it every time you eat. And if you're here, if you're ready to take the next step, then I encourage you to join us. We're doing a 28 days to a new you, and we're going to continue to work on unpacking the ability to ditch the diet mentality, right? We are going to refocus and recreate a new food story. We're going to look at what nutrition your body actually needs for you personally. We're going to look at your metabolic design. We're going to go in detail about how to set a goal and how to shift our mentality so that we can actually reach that goal. And we're going to dive a little bit deeper into how to make exercise and movement actually fun and enjoyable. Okay? So if you're ready for the next step and you want to take action and you want to gain momentum and create a foundation for lasting results, whether it's weight loss, improving your health, or both, then I encourage you to join us for the 28 days to a new you. It's coming up. We start September 5th, and I encourage you to join us if you're ready. You can be able to learn more by going to www.completehealthrevolution.com/28 days. We're starting September 5th, and I would love to have you join us. It is going to be a phenomenal program. It's all online, it's all digital, so you can sit back from the comfort of your own home and tune in to our group sessions. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Like I said, we are setting the foundation for lasting results, for ditching the diet mentality, for truly learning what works, what your body needs for food, how to take care of yourself, and love the skin that you're in. So it starts September 5th. Again, the website is www.completehealthrevolution.com/28 days. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a great day. Take care.